Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading of November 19th through 25, 2023. My name's Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. If you have just found your way to my channel, welcome. I love that you are going to add your beautiful energy to our community. I hope that you will like and subscribe. And for those of you that are returning, thank you so much. I appreciate all your beautiful energy here that keeps us going and keeps us evolving and working together through our ascension process, which is beautiful when we can do this as a community, right? That we have people of like mind to share these messages with and to help along the journey. I'm still working with the archangels this month. I will be pulling a card for you from the Angel Therapy Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And I will be pulling a spirit animal card for you, as well as doing your reading. At the end, I will finish up your reading with the 5 main themes, and that will conclude your reading for this week. So this reading is for Sun, Moon, and Rising in Aries. So if you have your placement in any of those locations, this is the reading for you. I am working with some essential archangel sprays. This one right here is called Spiritual Protection. And I'm also working with this Archangel Metatron Rainbow Ray. As you can see, it's got rainbow all across that label there. And this is an upgrade and expansion spray. I've utilized both of these sprays when I started doing the meditation for your reading. And those energies are available for you to just allow to come into your space, and you can utilize that protection spray, which is really for your higher self, right? Higher spiritual protection. I try to use those. I protect my space every day because I have that as part of my kind of a ritual thing that I do when I sit down to do my meditations every day. So without any further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I did want to ask you how your new moon meditations went. Did you actually do your manifestations? Did you do that thing where you write out all the things you'd like to work on, and then also what you want to release? How is that energy working for you? Do you feel like you are making some progress? Because Spirit's got your back. Did you work with your angel last week? Did you find that helpful? I'd love to hear your comments in the notes if you want to leave me a comment as to whether or not you remembered to work with your angel or not for this week. Okay, so let me get my boggles on so I can read your cards. Your card from the spirit animal is the lion spirit, which talks about be generous of spirit. Look how beautiful that is. I've always had an affinity to the big cats. I've loved lions specifically, but lions and tigers and pumas and panthers and jaguars. I mean, any big cat, I love the big cats, all of them. But look how beautiful that is. Love this. That's number 37. Be generous of spirit. And then your archangel card is release. Oh, so you're given another angel this week. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. You know, and this is a perfect energy, right? This release card, because this month we are in the Scorpio energy, and the Scorpio energy is all about death and rebirth, right? It's all about releasing. It's about looking at all the stuff that you have worked through all of your life, that you know, doing the deep dive into the dark night of the soul type of work. And then Archangel Michael, you can definitely call on Archangel Michael to help you with your releasing. If there's anything left that you need help with this week. Or you can call on him at any time. There's no restrictions on calling on the archangels. Okay. Okay, Aries. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out your cards. I am going to get your clarifiers as well, and then I'll explain to you everything that I see. So what do our Aries need to know for this week of November the 19th through the 25th, please, Spirit? What is in their highest and their best interests? How can they be of service to others? What do they need to know for this coming week? So we talk to their spirit guides, their angels, their archangels, the God of all of our hearts. Okay, and let's see what we've got. So your first card is the King of Cups. And then you have the Five of Swords, King of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. May I have clarifying cards, please, to explain in greater detail each of these cards, their meanings, how they can be of help? As you are a fire sign, I do see that you are represented in your strengths position. Clarifiers, please, Spirit. Okay, let me split the deck. Before I get started, just a reminder to click that like button and subscribe if you are new to my channel. Ooh, okay, you've got okay. Okay, Aries, interestingly, you have gotten the Five of Swords twice in this reading. One was a clarifier, but for a different set of circumstances, which I will explain to you here in just a second. I do have two major arcana cards. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and dig in. So the energy of this week for you, Aries, is centered around this King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, this is an emotionally stable individual. This could represent, it could represent your father, could represent anybody that you know. Doesn't necessarily have to be gender specific. As I always say in all of my readings, these are just the energies that are associated with the card. It doesn't necessarily have to represent a male, but it could represent a male. As it is the king, it could very well represent your dad, right? Could represent your uncle, whoever it is that was your significant person growing up. Maybe it's your grandfather, maybe it's your uncle, I don't know, somebody that you care about. But, or this could be you. You could be in this energy as well, especially if you're a male. But the King of Cups is an individual who is very emotionally stable, right? This person has gone through the gamut as to what their emotions are all about. This person is wise. This person is intelligent, has a lot of knowledge. And that's kind of this energy that I'm picking up. That card has been clarified by the Four of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Now, the Four of Pentacles card is, this is a card. Now, if you look at this individual, this person is looking for stability within their finances. So financial stability. With all the things that's happening on the world, with all the news about, you know, potentially the Fed being broke, right? That we don't have enough money, or the potential that all the banking systems are having a lot of problems right now as well, hitting our financial sector. It isn't surprising that this energy would be here. Now, if you look at this individual, you can look at this card in a couple of different ways. Are you hanging on to your finances, to your money, whatever that means to you, because you have fear? If you're hanging on like this guy is, like he's got this pentacle that he's putting before his heart, right? So you have this King of Cups here, who is an emotionally stable person, but at the same time, you have this need for financial stability, right? And he's putting money before his heart. So he's putting money before his own emotional well-being, is what this card looks like to me. And the thing that the angel is telling you is that you really have to have patience with this monetary stuff. You need to be balanced in this monetary stuff. And this right here is definitely an angel that's overseeing all of that energy for you. She has the ability, so she's got one foot right here on land, right here, and then she's got one foot in the water. And she's pouring from one cup to another. So again, that is the balancing of these energies. This is a major arcana card, and her biggest message is about having patience. So just be patient. Everything is going to work out okay for you. As long as you believe, have faith that Spirit's got your back, right? Spirit does have your back. If you allow yourself to sink into those lower energetics, that is when you're going to find yourself in trouble. You're going to find yourself that money and all of your material assets starts not being as stable as you would like for them to be. So it's just kind of one of those cautions. Now, this is in the immediate area of your week for next week. And then the next thing would be your next steps. And what's interesting about this card is you've got the Five of Swords, and you've got this Five of Swords twice. One is in your strength position, and one is in this next step position. And if you look at the card, this guy is a cloaked figure. There are two people here that have been defeated. And so this card is a card about changes in the way that you think, changes the way that you express your ideas, changes in the way that you make decisions on things. So changes are coming in for you. But the other thing about this card is a card of winning at all costs. So it's not quite above board in terms of being emotionally stable, like this king right here. So it could very well be that this energy is coming in as a next step for you to be aware of where is it that you're putting your attention here, Aries. Is it the most important thing to you to win at all costs, to tear down your opponents and to walk away with their swords so they can no longer fight you? And that's kind of what this card is about. The other thing that is representing this particular information and this energy here is clarified by this Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of the wounded warrior, and then you also have the Hermit here, okay? So let's talk about both of those cards in relation to this Five of Swords. The Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior. As you can see, he's got this thing around his head, right, to kind of represent that he's been working his butt off. And that's kind of the way that I look at this card. I look at this card as he's very close to the end. So he's very close to harvesting all of these wands here, but it's been a lot of work, right? And that's kind of the energy that I'm seeing here. It's kind of like you have been doing a lot of this work, whatever it may be, towards your goals, and you're feeling quite tired. You're feeling kind of beat up. And so for you to have this energy of, I'm going to win at all costs, and I don't care how it affects others because my goal is to win, it could be because you are feeling tired and because you feel like, I've worked so hard for everything that I've got, right? And I'm in this place now where I am not going to let anybody, rule over me or come between me and what I've created. And then it's followed up by this Hermit card. Now, the Hermit card is a card of going within yourself. This is a time where you would step back and you would go within to find out what your true feelings and what your nature is, your next steps. Now, the story about the hermit is he's up on top of a hill. This illumination right here is his inner knowing, his wisdom, and he's ready to share that wisdom, once he comes off of this mountain. And what he's doing is he's overlooking this hill into this village. But basically what he has done now is he's done that inner soul work, right? This is kind of what your next step is once you've gotten that information, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to share it? Are you going to illuminate others? Are you going to, start practicing what you preach, kind of thing? Like, are you going to walk your talk kind of a thing here? Your next column has to do with things that are, excuse me, are considered either barriers, obstacles, weaknesses, things that you're not aware of, things that you should be aware of that are coming in for you to deal with. And that is the card in that position is this King of Pentacles. Now, this King of Pentacles is an individual, could be male or female, but embraces the characteristics of this king. This king is a self-made person. This king has been able to, this is an earth sign, so it could very well be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn individual, or it could very well be that this person is just a person that has been able to create a beautiful home life, has been able to secure their physical wealth, their security in some way. Now, this is either someone that you know, someone that you are working with, or someone that is going to come in to guide you in some way. Maybe it is a thing where as this is a barrier or an obstacle for you, that something comes in that you hadn't seen, and this person comes in and helps you figure out how to navigate that. What I do see as clarifiers is this Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is very much in line with this release card. And I saw that immediately when I was looking at this, in that this card is a card of walking away. This is a card of emotionally getting to the point where you're no longer going to participate in whatever this activity is. So it's kind of like one of those things is, working with Archangel Michael to help you let go of what no longer serves your highest purpose. And that's what this card is talking about. And as this is in your obstacles position or your weaknesses, you may find that it's very difficult for you to do this. You may find that, yes, you're right there, you're at the precipice, you're ready to walk away, but whatever it is either keeps pulling you back in, or you're just finding it difficult to make that transition. So if that is the case, I would say go ahead and call on Archangel Michael to help you get through that hump. And then the final card in this column of clarifiers is this Ace of Swords, which is a new way of looking at things, right? So this is something that's coming in that you hadn't even thought of before. This is new inspiration. This is new way of expressing your thoughts, a new idea that may be coming in, something that you hadn't even thought of before, right? And then we're moving to your strengths position, and your strengths position is this Two of Wands. Now, this card to me always represents the possibility of wanting to go out to do the adventure. And as this is a fire um, sign, and this is a fire card, this actually represents your energy quite well. So this represents you, Aries. You're always ready to go for the next adventure. What's it going to be? Now, the twos have to do with choices. So it looks as though you're going to be making a decision as to whether you're going to stay where you're currently at and not have the growth that you would like, or you're going to move forward, you're going to travel, you're going to go for the experience, whatever that may be, because you are adventurous, Aries. And that's the energy that actually does represent you right here. Now, what is clarifying those cards is that Five of Swords, winning at all costs again. But again, this is about changes. So it could very well be that what this card is representing is that you may be potentially moving. Some of you could be moving to a new location, right? And you're going to do it at all costs because you definitely want to get away from where you are. So this is a big change coming in for you, right? Or it could very well be that you're changing jobs because you need to get the recognition, you need to be appreciated for your skill set, that type of thing. So it could do anything to do with a job space, it could do with travel, it could do with any type of a new inspiring thing that you're going to be trying. And this card, of course, does say that there are changes because fives do represent changes. So it could be changes in the way you think about this travel card or this new adventure. It's going to be a change coming in for you. And then the final card, of course, is this Knight of Wands. And of course, this card does represent the energy of Aries as well. This knight is taking action. He's moving forward. So whatever it is that comes in to change your mind or changes the way that you think about a situation or a project or whatever it is that you're working on is definitely you're definitely getting to go ahead to move forward. Just go forward with it. It's going to be inspiring you. It's going to be allowing you to progress forward, to advance. So that is a very positive card. Your final outcome column is started out with this Knight of Swords. Now again, knights are all about taking action. This is one of the fastest moving cards in terms of the knights in tarot, has to do with the swords. So again, it could be that you're given information that allows you to really just take off. Because not only do you have this Knight of Wands, which is another fast moving card, but then you also have this Knight of Swords, which is again another fast moving card. And this all has to do with moving forward, expressing your ideas, really making, putting into action the things that you are working through. Now, the cards that are clarifying that column have to do with this Seven of Swords, which does a lot of times represent lying, cheating, stealing. So make sure that, but it also is a gold card. This card is also a card of strategy. So whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you're moving forward towards, I would say you're going to need a strategic plan or a strategic way to move forward, okay? Because in the final end, you get this Three of Cups, and this Three of Cups is kind of a celebratory card. So it looks as though progressing forward, whatever this action is that you're going to be taking, whether it has to do with a physical move, you're moving your home or you're moving your family or you're moving locations of some kind, moving into a new job, new career, that type of thing, starting a new business, any of those things. It looks as though you're going to use strategy as your path, and then there is going to be celebrations as a result of taking those actions. So this looks really good, Aries. I don't see that there's any type of stuck energy here, other than the fact that you may want to ask Archangel Michael to help you release some things that you're ready to let go of. But I don't see that you're really stuck in the Scorpio energy of the month of November, which is about, you know, transitions, death and rebirth, those types of things, where you're transmuting big, heavy energies. It looks like some of that work has already been completed. You've been doing the work. You know, the only thing that I do see in terms of this next week is there's going to be moments when you're going to want to go within and you're going to want to process whatever it is that you're feeling or going through this week. Okay, so now I'm going to pull your last 5 cards to complete your reading for today. And your first card is Tulip, Great Passion. That's a great card. And then you have an older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. Let's see what she's about. Good luck. She brings in good luck. So it could be your mom, right? Could be your grandma. Because we are going to be if you're in the US and you celebrate Thanksgiving, I'm always looking towards that. And then we have lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. Yeah, you Aries folks are quite fiery. I was married to an Aries. I'm no longer married to that Aries though. Okay, and then we have a skull, hidden secrets can harm you. And that's kind of like what I was saying with that Hermit card. You're going to have these revelations, you're going to have these aha moments, these epiphanies, right? As these things are being released. And what are you going to do with that information? How are you going to share that kind of, you know, I don't know. This is an interesting card. You might have to think about that and discern for yourself. Your final card is the Eagle card, triumph over troubles and triumph over obstacles. That's kind of the way that I felt too, Aries. I feel as though this is very much in line with everything that I've talked about with you today. I hope that you have found this helpful. Please like and subscribe. Again, I can't say that enough because I really am trying to grow. It's a lot more arduous than I thought. But you know what? I'm in it for the long haul. So I appreciate you so much for being here, Aries. I hope you have a very blessed Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for adding your beautiful energy to my community. And until next time, take very, very good care of you. Don't forget to work with your Archangel, Michael, to help you with the things you want to release. And until next time, have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving.